DKA is not simply hyperglycemia with ketones. It is the consequence of a flipped metabolic switch where insulin deficiency drives uncontrolled lipolysis, excessive ketogenesis, widening anion gap metabolic acidosis, and profound intravascular depletion. To treat DKA safely, we must understand the cellular energetics, the acid-base chemistry, and the hemodynamic priorities guiding our interventions. That is what we will explore today. Section 1: The cellular crisis of insulin deficiency. DKA, a metabolic emergency at the cellular level. Diabetic ketoacidosis represents a paradox. The bloodstream is flooded with glucose, yet cells are metabolically starved. In the absence of insulin, glucose cannot enter insulin-dependent tissues. Simultaneously, glucagon, catecholamines, cortisol, and growth hormones surge. This hormonal imbalance flips the metabolic switch from anabolic to catabolic dominance. The metabolic switch from glucose oxidation to lipid oxidation. In healthy physiology, insulin promotes glucose uptake through GLUT4 transporters and suppresses lipolysis. In DKA, hormone-sensitive lipase becomes uninhibited, triggering massive breakdown of triglycerides into free fatty acids. The body transitions into an emergency fat-burning mode. Biochemical pathway of ketogenesis step by step. Oxaloacetate is consumed in gluconeogenesis due to high glucagon levels. Without oxaloacetate, acetyl-CoA cannot enter the TCA cycle efficiently. This bottleneck forces acetyl-CoA into ketone body production. Beta-hydroxybutyrate becomes the dominant circulating ketone. Acid-base chemistry: why the anion gap widens. As ketone bodies dissociate, hydrogen ions accumulate in plasma. Bicarbonate neutralizes hydrogen ions, causing its concentration to fall. Since chloride does not increase proportionally, the anion gap widens, indicating unmeasured anions. Respiratory compensation, Kussmaul physiology. The body compensates through respiratory drive. Deep, labored Kussmaul breathing reduces PaCO2 shifting equilibrium to reduce hydrogen ion concentration. Section 2: Hemodynamic priority of fluid resuscitation. Volume depletion, the hidden shock state. Hyperglycemia causes osmotic diuresis, leading to profound intravascular depletion. This reduces renal perfusion and GFR, impairing glucose and ketone clearance. Why fluids before insulin? If insulin is given before correcting hypovolemia, glucose may shift intracellularly while perfusion remains inadequate. Restoring circulation is therefore the first priority. Balanced crystalloids versus normal saline evidence. Excess chloride in normal saline can worsen acidosis. Balanced solutions reduce chloride load and may accelerate metabolic correction. Titration goal: renal recovery. The kidneys play a critical role in clearing both glucose and ketones. Fluid resuscitation restores filtration and accelerates metabolic recovery. Section 3: The critical potassium insulin dynamics. Total body potassium deficit. Serum potassium may appear normal due to acidosis-driven extracellular shift. However, total body potassium is severely depleted. The 3.3 mEqL safety threshold. Starting insulin in severe hypokalemia can precipitate ventricular arrhythmias and cardiac arrest. Weight-based insulin infusion. The primary function of insulin in DKA is metabolic to halt ketone production. Glucose reduction is secondary. Section 4. Advanced monitoring and transition. Anion gap, the true marker. Glucose normalization does not equal recovery. Persistent anion gap indicates ongoing ketoacidosis. Dextrose addition strategy. This ensures safe continuation of insulin until metabolic acidosis resolves. Overlap strategy. Stopping 4-insulin without overlap risks recurrence of ketosis. Section 5. Mitigating neurological and systemic risks. Rapid reduction in plasma osmolality drives water into brain tissue. This causes cerebral edema, a rare but catastrophic complication. Early warning signs. Early recognition is crucial. Mannitol or hypertonic saline may be required urgently. Summary. DKA is a complex interplay of endocrine failure, metabolic acidosis, and hemodynamic compromise. Treating it successfully requires understanding physiology, not just following a checklist. When managed systematically, mortality drops dramatically. DKA is a complex interplay of endocrine failure, metabolic acidosis, and hemodynamic compromise. Treating it successfully requires understanding physiology, not just following a checklist. When managed systematically, mortality drops dramatically. Thank you.